Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you can make that happen, that'll be great. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Today's video is about, is the fullbacks at West Ham United currently, and this is hypothetically if Ben Johnson signs that new deal as well, are they all good enough to fit into Lopetegui'S system? And let me know in the comments if you are confident in them, because we've had the striker debate a couple of days ago. If you want to check that video out, check the Saturday's video out. It's obviously about how striker being a priority at the club. And today we're talking about fullbacks. So yeah, hypothetically, Ben Johnson's here. It'll be him, Vladimir Coufal, Emerson Palmieri, and Aaron Cresswell. Now, I think if you guys all know me by now, you all know what I think of a Ben Johnson. I was about to say another Johnson that shall not be named. And Aaron Cresswell. You guys should know my opinion on both of them. But if you don't already, I don't think either of them should be here. I don't think Vladimir Coufal should be here either. Yeah, I get what people are saying with, yeah, we've got other priorities that we need to fix as well. And I get not everything shall be fixed in one window. 100% agree. However, I believe under a new manager, fullbacks nowadays in any system, defensive, attacking, no matter what system it is, they're going to be important to any manager. And Lopetegui is, from what I saw at Sevilla, likes to play his fullbacks wider, not really inverted. Midfielders and wingers kind of cut in a bit. I remember Jesus Navas, when he played against us, especially, just bombing down because he's basically a winger anyway. He was a winger in his prime, and then got moved to right back, similar to how Ashley Young got moved. But Jesus Navas probably a bit better going forward in the back end of his career compared to Ashley Young's. I don't think Ben Johnson's good enough going forward. I think he's faster than Coufal, but being faster than Coufal is not hard. Some of you at home watching this are probably faster than Vladimir Coufal. I don't think Aaron Cresswell has the legs to play this system. Luckily, I don't think he'll be playing many games, but I think we all know Emerson's going to get a yellow card at some point, so you have to play a couple games. And even in the season that just gone, there was like the Fulham 5-0, for example, when we had again and Cresswell on the same side, even in a defensive system. When we were trying to stay tight and compact, they were constantly targeting that side at Aaron Cresswell. Obviously, Emerson Palmieri, in my opinion, deserved Hammer of the Year. Areola deserved Hammer of the Year. Emerson would have been top 3 for me. Would have been third under Bowen. But he was one of the standouts at this club when it came to the season last season. I wouldn't say there was many individuals that were actually that good throughout the whole season. Obviously, Bowen was good when he was fit. However, I had a couple injuries. Paquetá had a dip. Kudus was really good. Took obviously a bit to settle in, and there was games where he was playing out of position, etc. But overall, Emerson was the standout. I think he'll be a starter. But my thing was, I would have loved, to have a left back that was younger to challenge him, that was just as good as him, so we can be ambitious with that position. But we've decided to keep Aaron Cresswell for not only just the priority thing, but also the homegrown option and stuff like that, and the fact that we don't have to spend any money. By doing that, yeah, it's a 1-year extension, but I feel like every year it's a 1-year extension when it comes to Aaron Cresswell. But here we are indeed. I'm not a fan. I do believe he's heavily overrated at this club as well, but I've said that before. With Ben Johnson, yes, he's faster than Vladimir Coufal, but that man cannot cross a ball. He cannot really dribble either. He seems to run into a corner and then not know what he's going to do next. The positive about this, though, is that some of these new players, or some of the old players that have already been here at the club, might change a little bit in terms of how they perform because of some of the coaching. Maybe Lopetegui will get something out of these players that Moyes couldn't do with his coaching. But I believe some people just don't fit the system. I believe a lot of these players won't fit a possession-based, attacking-based system. I believe a lot of these players will. It's kind of split in half in terms of profile players, let's be honest here. Like, Paquetá will fit a possession-based system, Kudus will, Bowen will. Yes, Bowen will probably benefit more of a counter-attacking system, but he will still definitely fit a possession-based system, love running at players and stuff like that. Even Antonio will do well, even though he's not that good on the ball, he will do well in a possession-based system as a bit part player. We need a main striker, Edson Alvarez will fit. But even Ward-Prowse will fit. But players like Souček, players like Sufal, players like Johnson, Cresswell, a younger Cresswell, yes. However, I think younger Cresswell was good. I didn't think he was as good as people were saying. I just think we've seen a lot of bad left backs at this club over the years. No matter what age you are at this club, we've seen a lot of bad left backs at this club. And Aaron Cresswell just is a bit more of a standout just because, you know, he had 2 good seasons in a row at one point. But that was a long time ago. Yeah, good serve and all that. Yeah, you can brand that, but I believe someone that refused to train for the club isn't a good servant in my eyes. And people talk about role model for the youngsters. Cresswell is not that, clearly, if you refuse to train for the club. I believe Ben Johnson's quite overrated. It's still up in the air whether he'll reject us and go to Crystal Palace, or he'll reject Crystal Palace and stay here. But apparently he's edging closer to a 5-year deal. However, I do not know. I do not know what's going to happen. It's tough to call because this is all... They're both London options. So I believe either option would actually would benefit him quite well. But no idea whether Ben Johnson will stay. Vladimir Sufal needs to fix up, though, if he's going to stay at this club. I believe this will be his last year. I don't think he'll sign a new deal, but I don't believe we're going to sell him, so I believe he will go on a free. I'd rather just sell him and get a right back, you know, but we would also need 2 right backs. We have absolutely messed ourselves up when it comes to this because we literally didn't give Ben Johnson a new contract and we didn't play him. So what was the point of last season with Ben Johnson? He barely played and you didn't give him a new contract either, so there was no point in being there anyway. You could have got a Kyle Walker-Peters as Southampton got relegated. That would have been smart business, but there was obviously a lot of divide within the director of football and the manager at the time. They both went in different directions, which I believe halted our transfer, all the transfer business. So that's why a lot of our business was done in August, unfortunately. But let me know what you think. Do you think our fullbacks are good enough to fit the Lopetegui system? I believe that Emerson is. I believe the other 3, it's up in the air. In an attacking-based system, maybe it'll cover a lot of their mistakes. However, we'll be a lot open, and players like Sufal will get done up by fast wingers, so will Cresswell. I don't believe Johnson is as good defensively as he was before his injury that he got against Aston Villa when we beat them 1-0 when they had Steven Gerrard. So let me know what you think. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. We're trying to do a video or stream every day. Road to 500 subscribers is on social media. So in the description if you want to follow me. The email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.